Let's just stop it. You just go and do it. Watch him do it. Find it here to use the bread for okay, without doing that. But I'll show you again later. All the way up, take off. Alright? That's good that. Just try what it is. Hang on there then. I picked out the bits you were doing then wrong, and it was good at the end by all of you. What we're going to do now is move on to a sort of a drop off.
Don't say a wet a bit, for God's sake.
Yeah.
What? You fascists get moved slowly.
Just do this backwards.
It does go forward, so if you keep all your weight back, like I say, start off trying on a bit of flat maybe, coming into an obstacle and just braking, and then move on to that. I mean, it's all about where your body weight is. I mean, you look real scared to put your brakes on, you know, just like you're coming into it and like maybe, I don't know, are you using your front brake? Yeah, because like it's sort of like you come into it and you don't you've just got to keep trying it, you know, so don't get upset about. Alright, go on,
so you don't actually flip the throttle at all when you're braking into the jump?
Yeah, what I'm trying to teach these guys is just how to hit the jump a lot faster.
Yeah.
But this is just the first stage. I mean, like when you get used to it and get like good at doing it, you can hit the jump, like I was saying to him earlier. I can hit that tabletop as fast as I can go. Just use your brakes a little bit before it, and it just stops you to, you know, jumping it rather than lower as well, doesn't it? Hey? Keeps you lower, doesn't it? Yeah, it keeps you lower as well. But like usually if you're going to jump on a 125, you come round like rup, and I can go wah, wah. See what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you're trying to do. Yeah.
It's just like this is the first stage of doing it. This is how you've got to learn. Is just practice braking up the uptake, and you get more and more speed doing it.
So you can actually brake, take off with the brakes on, right? Yeah. Right.
Back, and you're doing it well there. Had a bit of a scary moment last time. Alright, what you've got to remember on here is we're not trying to jump off there. Okay, a few of you are coming round and trying to jump off the actual drop off. We're trying to hit it so the bike keeps low. And also, like a couple of you, we're coming round, and if you can have a look at it, there's a little rut in there. And a few of you were getting it sideways. I think you all did it a few times anyway. Got it sideways, and if you get in that rut, like when you come round and get to the outside of the rut, the bike goes off straight. So always, like maybe in between races, go and check the track out and have a look, because you don't see it when you're in a race because you don't have time to look. Alright, so go and try and look round the track in between races. Right, we'll move down to them little doubles now. Go on then. What I want you to do is watch how I do it. You've got to keep stood up all the time, all the way over them. If you sat down, the suspension and your body's not working together, so you've got to keep stood up, keep your arms up, working with the forks, and as you go over it, move your weight back, forward as you go down it, back as you go over it, forward as you go down it. Okay? I'll just do it a couple of times for the guys that aren't jumping it, and then we'll move on from there. Brakes, take off and let the bike like hit you. Use your body weight to keep the bike slow. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just try and get faster and faster. But like you're using your body good. Have a go at this, or you ever feel like you're confident enough to do it, I'd suggest, unless you are 100% feeling like you want to do it, not to bother. The best way around doing it is what I've just told. What's your name? Robert. If you're ever going to think about doing it, the best thing to do is maybe start jumping into the base of it to start off, get the feel of the takeoff and things. And then before you do it, jump to the side and make sure you clear it. But also, if you're ever going to do a double jump, it's always better to make sure you hit it a little bit faster rather than a little bit slower, because it's better to over jump the jump and land past it than it is to land into it. Okay, so you always remember when you do a double jump to over jump it the first time you do it. I know it's difficult on this one because there's two after it, so maybe if anyone's thinking of trying doing it, I'm not going to make anybody do it today. But if anyone thinks of trying to do it, jump to the side first and then you've got a run off, so it's easier to jump. I mean, if you imagine like this jump wasn't here, I mean, like a lot of you jump further than that anyway, but it's just the fact that that's there, and if you hit it you'll crash and hurt yourself. And his legs, and taking it all with his legs, it didn't take much of a pounding. Now usually if you see like schoolboy kid who's going to do a jump and he's going into it half-heartedly, and he goes off, he takes off, he knows he's going to crash, he panics in the air, revs his bike and like lets his body flop. Now if you stay strong on your bike, I know it's going to be difficult if you think you're going to crash, but if you can keep strong on your bike and take it all with your legs, you've got a lot better chance of staying on. Right, last jump now, we'll just move on to this tabletop.
Moving closer. You've got a lot of iron, I think.